What's up, everyone? Today we have this. It's a Breville microwave oven. There it is. Well, you read the title. We're taking this thing apart. It just stopped working yesterday, as you can see. First, you want to remove everything you can by hand, which is, well, such as the turntable in there, and the, whatever this is, the frame or something for the turntable. Now, however, now we're going to start taking the frame, the cover off of it. It says, warning, don't take it off, but come on, it's what we do here. Anyway, you'll need a special bit for that. It's a security bit. So I have this tool set. I know there's a lot, but you'll only need one of them. I believe it's this one. Let me try it. Yes, it is. So if you only want to buy one bit to take this apart, it's a Torx T15 security. Because as you can see in there, there's a little hole in the middle of the bit. That's because it's a security bit. They don't want you tampering with the inside of this thing. But, of course, that's what we do here. That's the point of this video. So let's take this thing apart by first removing the cover. So I'm going to spin it around. As you can see, all the screws are usually on the back, and that's no different for this one. However, I'd like to note that there's one screw on this side. It's just on the side you'll see it. Let me get my parts tray out. Just so I can pick up all the bits. Just leave it there. It's magnetic, so nothing will fall out. Okay. So I'll wiggle the cover off. Yeah, just gotta grasp here, pull backwards, and there it goes. The cover is off. So here's the inside of this thing. One thing you want to be careful about is there's a capacitor down here. It says very powerful. So I'm going to be careful about that. Actually, correction, be extra careful about it. Right, there's a lot of sensors all over the place. There's a light bulb in there, which you might consider keeping. There's a computer module here. I shouldn't call it a computer, but whatever. There's a transformer module. A lot of different modules all over the place. Alright, let's start where the interesting things are. There's even a fan here to circulate the airflow, I believe. Here is all the interesting stuff. There it is. First, let's remove the power cable. There's a little board here. As I told you, that's the capacitor. It's down here. It's a very big one. Right, everything inside is actually just regular Phillips head screws, so there's nothing to worry about. know. So it's made by Toshiba, actually. Well, of course, I think the rest of it is made by Breville, but all I know is the magnetron, which is, yes, that's what they call it, is made by Toshiba. I did peel off a bit of the label, but whatever. Alright, time to switch the screwdriver to a regular Phillips head. And I think we can go from there. And disconnect this from the magnetron. That's the power. And I think I'll do that one later. It's just a big plug that you can disconnect. However, once you remove the magnetron, do not try to open it. Even I will. So it could be dangerous to open up this module. So we'll leave it be after we take it out of the machine. I need a magnet of some sort. Okay, got me a magnet. Pick the screws off of it. This will now go here. Wait. Well, now that's safe, I believe. Just try to avoid contact with that. Yeah, I think I could work on it. I've let it sit overnight. Actually, there's one up here for some kind of sensor. Okay, that's gone. So this, guys, is the magnetron. And that is basically, well, essentially what shoots the microwaves into your food to heat it up. This thing right here. Look at that. There's a look inside it. Bring it up to the camera, although you can't really see it. We'll put this aside. Right, now we have exposed internals. Well, all of them now. I'm trying to remove the connections, but whatever. You don't have to for all of them. There's a lot of grounding for it. There are two grounding points, and well, they're both up here. Oh, there's something else. What's that? Well, let's find out. Hang on. Forgot to show you a little closer. There. Something back here. Let's find out what it is. One more screw here. And another here. Yeah, one more thing. Before I remove that, I'm going to disconnect the power cord. which is, oh, it's not in the way. It looks like it's some kind of either a speaker or a reflector of sorts. Not really sure. And then there's a channel. Looks like to pass it into the chamber where you put your food. That's the best I can describe it. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna remove the power cord. Oh god. I broke some. Whatever. Wow. Tough one to remove. Trying to wiggle the power cord out, as you can see. Oh, got it. Got one. I got the other, but I destroyed the board. Why did they make that one so difficult to remove? Well, I wouldn't know. Let's try not to destroy the board. So, well, here's the fuse. It's not broken. Looks to be fine keeping that part. Right, I need a trash bin of sorts. Where the stuff I'm not gonna keep goes there. Right, power cord can be removed. There it goes. Okay, those came out with no problem. Good. Now we have that. Now on the fan, let's just move from back to front. There's two terminals. I'm actually going to keep those, see if they're actually DC or AC terminals. I strongly suspect that they are AC terminals, but I could be wrong, because it does, after all, connect back to the motherboard, which I believe would, of course, transition that into DC, which is much lower voltage. I mean, no. It can be higher voltage, but it's more commonly used on the inside of, I'll correct myself, it's more commonly used on the inside of electronics. Here's the fan. Let's see. It needs to tip forward. I don't know how it's going to do that. How they get it in here? Oh, got it. They just gotta wiggle it in. Alright, there's the fan. Let's see, it looks like a DC motor, but it also looks like an AC one as well. It's small, yet, I don't know, I'll have to do some testing. Wait. It says it, 120 volts, 60 hertz, so it's an AC motor. Yep, it's an AC motor, okay. 120 volts, 60 hertz. Now we're going to disconnect the light bulb. Here it is. The tape holding it on is kind of disintegrating. So, whatever. So, leave that there for a second. there's a light bulb. And also there's a bracket that holds the light bulb in, and remove that. Alright, there's the bracket, like I was saying. Now I have this. I believe it just pops out. Although it looks more complicated than that. Ooh, that one's real tough to remove. Oh, I got it. Very cool. There's a grounding point for that thing. Here's the transformer. It's quite powerful, it looks to be. There are 2 terminals on the inside there I'm going to remove. What else do we got? I'm trying to figure out how to remove the computer module, like I keep saying. Oh, that just pried itself off. Basically with the brute force I'm using to get everything to be removed. How on earth do you remove that? Oh, got it. Just gotta wiggle it out. Right. Now I think what's left is the computer. Let's see what I can do. Got that. Some wiring harness of sorts. I'm going to pause the video here so I can figure out what's going on. Right on. Alright, so I got more things done, obviously. I actually got these pliers. They said in a video, somebody else's video, when you're servicing a microwave, always discharge the capacitor. So, easy. Just take these and stick it in there. Pause. And insert it into the 2 terminals of the capacitor, and then just wiggle them around so it makes contact with all the terminals. And you should be good. It's discharged now. Great. Next step. I still don't have much information, more than before. Still trying to disconnect these things. I'm going to disconnect this. Wait. Gotta disconnect some stuff. Because this wiring harness seems to connect everything. There's the light. So let me get my screwdriver. Remove some of these. So these are like the switches that when you open and close the door, they engage and disengage. bunch of clips that hold them in. As you see, I'm going to pull one back, pull the other, and it should just pop right out. No problem. Yep. Same for the last one. Got it. There's a bit of a kind of a hook on the bottom that holds another wire in that goes underneath actually. So we're gonna flip it over later once I get everything out. The capacitor should be safe by now. I've discharged it a couple of times. Weirdly enough, this seems to get its own cable apart from the rest of the wiring harness. This thing. You tell me in the comments what that is. If I see it, I'll pin it to the top. Another cable that gets its own. Yeah. Oh, it's just a switch. Okay. Now I'll be cutting off zip ties because I want to work with each individual cable a little better. Sort of more convenient, you know, in terms of convenience. Each and every zip tie is coming off. If you're thinking this is a repair video, well, sorry to tell you this late, it's not. Do not plan to keep this thing, as I already got a new microwave. Got it. There's the other terminal thing. Whatever is this? What is that thing? I'll leave that here. And there seems to be something like it here. Seem to be all over this place in this microwave. There's two of them already. There's the other white cable that connects to the transformer. There's more zip ties connecting to these what look to be high voltage cables. If you've ever, these are actually look to be braided cables, like the sleeve on it. That's what it's called, is braided, or at least really high quality. Because I've seen if you've ever built a custom PC before, that means like not one you buy from the shops or anything like that. You've definitely seen, well, if it's high end, you've definitely seen the cables look something like that. They could have been black color or what, but they just are braided because it looks nice. These cables are quite nice, really. But enough of that. You cannot disconnect them, weirdly. Now it's time to remove the heaviest part of this microwave, which is the transformer. Oh no, drop a few screws. Now I'm going to flip it over, but not until I remove the capacitor. There it is. And here is your capacitor. It's a pretty big one. Sorry, I hit the camera. There it is. It's a big little thing. Most capacitors are little things you see on the circuit boards if you ever taken anything apart. It sticks up there. Oh, something dropped. Actually, it's the capacitors, those things that stick up from. Hang on, heard something. Whatever, keep going. There are 4 screws that hold the transformer on, and I'm going to hold on to the transformer from the inside while I remove these because it is quite heavy. Heavier than you would expect. That's what kind of makes microwave ovens heavy. It's this thing. Did you see that? I lost balance. And oh, it seriously is heavy. And here it is. Probably weighs 10 pounds. Hang on, you can't see it. There it is. This little thing. It may look small, but it's definitely not. It weighs 10 pounds. Or upwards of 10 pounds. And this is what connects to the magnetron of the microwave. So there it is. It's very heavy. I'll put it on the floor. It uses a paperweight, a really heavy one. And now let's focus our attention back to the microwave oven. We still have the bottom to remove stuff from. There is a small motor underneath there. That's kind of what makes the carousel spin, or the turntable, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I just saw there's one screw that holds the entire computer in place. So it's flipping back over. Where's my screwdriver? Hey, what happened to my screwdriver? Wait. Hang on. Oh, here it is. There it is. Now there's a board that sits on top of the motherboard. Here it is. It contains a lot of wires, so I'm actually just going to snip them all. Like I said, I'm not putting it back together. There it goes. Here's the... Here, I'll hold it this way. There it is. So it contains all your settings, buttons, and stuff. There are a lot more buttons on that side, as you can see. Yep, so there's the brains of it. This is a microwave that can heat up your food perfectly. Like, it's not too cooked, or it's not cooked enough. It just cooks it perfectly. It's a good microwave, but, well, I don't know why it died in like 2 years. Now we'll focus our attention on the last part in here. That is the turntable motor. Well, when I say last part, I mean the last electronic bit. Completely flip it over. Alright, I need to raise the camera a bit. It's better. There are a bunch of screws at the bottom of this thing. Oh, one more thing. It's just one screw here. Sorry, you can't see it. One screw here and one here to remove the door, I believe. Oh, no, one more. That's just like kind of support brace. Oh, right, the door's falling off. There it is, your microwave door. So it looks like to look out from a microwave. Alright, we'll put that aside. Now it's time to get back to that motor. There's another door support frame thing. Oh no, it supports the door. It's a hinge, technically. Each of the rubber feet have a screw in them. Not sure if it contributes to removing the bottom cover. It might not, but why not give it a try? One more here at the very far edge, and a couple more near the front. There it is. Oh, just one screw? Okay. Here is the motor. Just telling you, it runs on 120 volts. And basically, if I grab this part and stick it here and twist it, yep, that's what it does. It spins this and spins the turntable on the inside of the microwave. So I guess it evenly heats up your food. I think I just destroyed something in there. Whatever. Not keeping it. Alright, let's flip it over and see what else there is. It's very lightweight. I can pick it up with one hand now. And yes, some food exploded on the inside of it. There's a little cardboard flap. Let's see what it's all about. I'm going to get the knife and try to scrape it off. least it looks like cardboard. There it is. Oh, it's basically what covers up the magnetron. Think of it like a magnetron cover. And here's the light bulb. I want to see what kind of base it uses. It looks like it screws in. Alright. So I'm going to clear everything up and kind of label out all the main components and stuff. Right. So I gathered up all the critical components. Should I include this? I think I should. Just seems right. That's what was missing. Actually, I'm going to cut that off. Distraction. There it is. So, from left to right, you have the capacitor. Sorry. Let's start that again. From left to right, you have the transformer right here. The magnetron. The brains of it, sort of the computer, in a way. This looks to be some kind of... I'm not sure what that is. Actually, I never knew what these are. I've seen them in all sorts of electronics. It's not a resistor, is it? It almost looks like a capacitor, but you tell me. What is this? The cables, obviously, and these sensors. Not sure what they do. Is it a heat sensor, or what? You tell me. Have you worked on microwaves before? You have this, which is the switch. No, it's not a cherry switch. I found one in a dryer one time. 2 fuses, actually. The second one was hooked up directly to the transformer. The motor, which turns the turntable. The capacitor, right here, is a very big one. Can't miss it. The light, and of course the fan. And this unknown part, if you know in the comments, tell me. Yep, so those are all the critical components of this microwave. Hope you found this video sort of helpful in explaining what your Breville microwave looks like inside it. If you're one of the people who do own one. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.